Once there lived a Zen master named Hiroshi, known for his wisdom and serenity. People from near and far came to him for guidance on various matters. One day, a young woman tormented by grief visited the Zen master and asked for his help. She wanted to know how to let go of her pain and find peace. The Zen master welcomed her and invited her to sit with him. He looked at her with kind eyes and said, "Tell me, my dear, what troubles you?" The young woman burst into tears and said, "Master, I am filled with sorrow. I have lost someone I loved and I cannot get over it. Every day I am haunted by the memories and the agony. I want to learn how to let go and find peace in my heart." The Zen master listened with care, his eyes full of compassion. He then asked the woman to follow him. He led her to a river that flowed near the monastery. Pointing to the river, he asked, "What do you see?" The woman looked at the water and said, "Sir, this is a river." The Zen master nodded and asked, "Can you see the water flowing in the river?" The woman nodded again, saying, "Yes, master." The Zen master continued, "What would happen if I stopped the water from flowing?" She thought for a moment and then replied, "Sir, the water would stop and gather in one place." The Zen master then asked, "Would it still be a river?" The woman shook her head. "No, sir. It would be more like a pond." The Zen master smiled gently and asked, "Would the water still be as fresh and clean as it is now? Would it be drinkable?" The woman hesitated before answering, "No, sir. The water would stagnate and become polluted over time. Many impurities and dirt would accumulate in it." The Zen master nodded. "You are right. If the water stays in one place, it becomes dirty and unhealthy." Then he turned to her and said, "This is the answer to your question. If you hold on to your past memories and emotions, your mind will also become like a stagnant pond. Over time, it will be filled with negativity, resentment, and despair. The art of letting go is like releasing the water. Just as letting the water flow keeps it pure and fresh, letting go of your pain and sorrow will free you from suffering. True peace and healing come from letting go." The young woman looked into the Zen master's eyes, seeking further guidance. She asked, "But how do I let go, master? How can I release the pain that has consumed me?" The Zen master looked at her with kindness and said, "Letting go starts with acceptance. Acceptance of what has happened. Acceptance of your pain. Acceptance of the impermanence of all things. Understand that holding on to the past will not change it. It will only take away your present moment and prevent you from seeing the beauty that life still offers. Practice forgiveness, for others and for yourself. Holding on to resentment and blame will keep you stuck in a cycle of suffering. By forgiving, you let go of anger and open your heart to move forward." The young woman absorbed the Zen master's words, and a ray of hope shone in her eyes. With gratitude in her heart, she bowed to the monk and said, "Thank you, master. I will try to practice acceptance and forgiveness. I understand now that by letting go I can find peace and heal my heart." Saying this, she left with lighter steps. This story teaches us the importance of letting go in our daily lives. Our life is like a river that keeps flowing and changing. Dwelling on the past is like stopping the water, turning the river into a stagnant pond. A pond gets polluted and unhealthy over time. Likewise, when we hold on to our past, our minds fill with negativity, pain, and resentment. Moving on from the past is like letting the water flow and restoring the river. When we let go, we release negative emotions and become fresh, like a flowing river. Letting go helps us accept what has happened and forgive ourselves and others. Acceptance and forgiveness free us from the pain and sorrow that hold us back. Holding on to past hurts or regrets only makes us heavy and stops us from moving forward. It is like carrying a heavy backpack full of stones everywhere we go. But when we learn to let go, it is like dropping that backpack and feeling lighter, freer, and more peaceful. Letting go does not mean forgetting or denying what happened. It means accepting it and allowing ourselves to heal. It is about releasing what we cannot change and focusing on what we can control. When we let go, we open ourselves up to new opportunities, experiences, and happiness.